So you just got your real estate license, or even worse, you've had your license, but you're feeling kind of stuck. And you're really stuck in the sense that you've exhausted reaching out to people within your sphere, or you're burnt out from cold calling people and really this grind of outbound marketing, and you're really not sure what to do next. So potentially what you start doing is researching and Googling and looking for different services or people that you can hire to really get you out of this funk, or better yet, try to help bring in some new leads or prospects. The only problem is, after you've hired these services or these people to help you out, you quickly realize that many of them aren't working. And then what ends up happening is the self-doubt starts creeping in. Is this the right career choice for you? Do you need to start looking for a new gig? What is the next step? You see, this is a common thing that happens to a lot of real estate agents, because I speak to a lot of you guys on a regular basis. And while many of you may not choose to say this publicly, it does come out privately in conversation a whole lot. What's up, guys? Emmanuel here, and my goal for today's video is to really address this issue, debunk some common misconceptions, and try to give you a better way of approaching your real estate business. What's up, guys? Now, before I get into the juicy stuff of this video, please make sure you join our free Facebook group. I'm going to leave the link in the description below. We're breaking down all things digital branding and marketing for real estate agents, so go ahead, hop in and join the conversation. All right, are you stuck in a real estate rut? It's an honest question, and for many of you, I think the answer is yes. It is a very common trap that most agents fall into because of a lack of how they approach the original setup of their business. For 9 out of 10 real estate agents, the minute they get their license, it's really off to the races. You get your license, you get it hung up at a brokerage, and then you get some trainings in, and then you get out there and try to close some deals. However, after a couple reps, or maybe after a few years of abysmal sales, the rut hits, where you're trying to find solutions to really move the needle of your business. So what if I told you you actually skipped a step at the very beginning when you were getting set up with your business, and really that is the exact pinpointed to accuracy reason why you're in the position now. All right, I'm gonna break this down for you, but before I do, make sure you click the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon, because you know it helps out the video, it helps out the channel, it appeases YouTube, and it really supports us, so thank you so much in advance. All right, so the easiest way for me to explain what's going on is to really kind of sketch it out for you, so let me hop into my iPad real quick. So for many of you guys, your real estate journey typically looks like this. You go to school, you get the trainings, and then you get your license. And then once you get your license, you immediately start looking for brokerage to hang your license up at. And then once you've done that, you go through some trainings from the brokerage, and then it's really off to the races. And then from there, you may end up closing a few deals. But then it's at that point where you hit the glass ceiling, the rut. At which point you start searching for options. Now, these solutions can be in the form of an agency or maybe in a coach, but you're really looking for that next step to really find that missing piece of the puzzle that's not allowing you to break through and really giving you or putting you in the position that you're currently stuck in. So at the end of the day, you end up looking for help. Well, the problem is you're actually skipping a step, and that step lives right here. Now, I want to give a quick mention to the coaches and consultants and agencies real quick, because I don't think they get a fair shake. And really, it's because, when you hit this glass ceiling and you're not able to break through and you hire someone for help and it doesn't work, it really just becomes the blame game. But the reality is, many of the methodologies that these people or companies teach you actually work, but they work from a tactical standpoint. And I think that's where a lot of agents really get confused. So let me articulate this point real quick. So most agents tend to think that as soon as they get their license, they're able to hop into this magical room, which is in the form of a brokerage, that is going to provide them with strategy, as well as tactics. And then they're going to leave this room ready to take on the world. And essentially, when they leave this room, they quote unquote know what they're doing in their business, and they're ready to go out there and make their 7 figures. Now, this room, this magical room, which is in the form of a brokerage or maybe an agency or maybe a consultant, is not real. The problem is, this is so far from the truth that it's not even funny. The reality is, these rooms look more like this, where you're entering through one door And you're taught maybe some tactics and best practices, and then you hop out to the real world to really implement. But there's one main component missing, and that main component is right here, which is a strategy. You see, you may want to work with the coolest brokerage that has the best technology, or maybe you want to hire the fanciest agency to build you the prettiest looking website, or maybe you want to hire, a great firm around the block because you want them to run your Facebook ads. But the truth of the matter is, none of this is going to get you anywhere, because all these people are doing are giving you tactical implementation and not really truly providing you with the strategy. Now, I want to take a quick minute and really dissect strategy and what I mean when I say strategy. You see, strategy is what makes you unique to the marketplace. And strategy is really what gives you your competitive advantage. Now, think of it this way. There are hundreds of thousands of realtors in the US alone. Many of them have not defined their true strategy, so they end up looking like everyone else in the marketplace. So when push comes to shove, usually the realtor that wins in this marketplace is the one that does the most work with the least amount of return. The one that's willing to sacrifice their commission in order to really close a deal, for example. So instead of being this type of realtor, be the other type. Be the type that can identify something unique that needs to be filled within the real estate landscape and be the expert that fulfills that. I challenge you to really give this a try, and I want to hear about it. Leave it in the comments section below. Let me know what your USP or your unique selling proposition is. What makes you unique in this real estate marketplace? Just a heads up, usually putting it out there and physically typing it out into the universe gives you more opportunity for you to really pursue this USP. So drop it in the comments section below. Let's hear it. All right, now to take this whole conversation full circle. Many of the challenges that you experience in your real estate business aren't solved really by looking outward. The truth of the matter is, it's really about looking inward. I know it sounds really abstract, but once you're able to solve this puzzle, the next time you go down the roadmap of hitting this glass ceiling and you're gonna need to hire an agency or a coach or a consultant to really help you get you out of this, quote unquote rut, you're gonna be in a lot better position to have this conversation and actually see some results. And real quick, speaking of hiring help, just as a heads up, it's one of the things that we're actually pretty good at. So if you're feeling stuck and having a problem really trying to identify your USP or your unique voice in the marketplace, then I highly recommend you click the link below, schedule a strategy session with either myself or someone from my team. We are happy to help. All right, guys, that about wraps it up for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found some true value in this. And until the next video, have an amazing week. Bye-bye.